TV. We're at the Paramount in Huntington, New York. Karan Bhatia, joined by Nick Garone and George Gallo. And we're going to keep things moving here at Rockin Fights 45. Let's get our next bout in the ring.
And now, fight fans, it is that time of the night to introduce the fighters for our co-main event of the evening for the vacant WBA Continental Super Welterweight Championship. Introducing first, making his way to the blue corner from Phoenix, Arizona, Quadruple J, Jermone Jones.
Making his way to the ring, Jermone Jones. 7 wins, 1 loss, 6 of those by knockout. So certainly heavy hands there. Said he's staying calm in this moment, not overwhelmed, knowing he's facing a fighter in Wendy Toussaint, who's had success at a very high level, also representing Huntington, New York. Jermone Jones tonight in enemy territory in a tough matchup. And this fight is an 8-round WBA Continental USA Super Welterweight title fight. So a title will be on the line tonight. Let's keep it going. Let's throw it up to Mike Falco.
And now, fight fans, let's welcome his opponent to the red corner. He's known as Haitian Fire, Wendy Toussaint.
Jermone Jones getting loose in the ring. We're awaiting Wendy Toussaint, aka Haitian Fire, tonight. He will be fighting in his home away from home at the Paramount. Toussaint is 9-0 here. Has fought here successfully 9 of his 14 wins in Huntington, New York. A big opportunity for both men, knowing what a continental title could mean for your career. This is the first of our 2 title fights to close out Rockin Fights 45. Joe DeGuardia's Star Boxing coming to you live tonight on Swerve TV and starboxing.tv.
Let me tell you something. This particular fight is very intriguing. It's an excellent matchup. You've got a guy that's 7-1 with 6 KOs. About a in regards to Toussaint, he's 14-2, and he's got 6 KOs. But let me tell you something. This is a very, very solid bout. This is a really true title fight, and I thank Star Boxing for putting this together because this is a really good matchup.
And once again, ladies and gentlemen, introducing his opponent to the red corner, Haitian Fire, Wendy Toussaint.
And there is Wendy Haitian Fire Toussaint, representing Huntington, New York, by way of Haiti. Calls the Paramount his second home. His first 6 career fights were here at the Paramount. All 6 were wins. More recently, Wendy Toussaint has fought here 3 times since 2018. Those bouts, a first-round knockout, a second-round knockout, and a first-round knockout. So he's on a roll at the Paramount. And tonight, something extra special on the line. A chance for the WBA Continental USA Super Welterweight title hangs in the balance for Wendy Toussaint and Jermone Jones.
It's a very solid, just a good solid, matchup here.
Certainly a solid matchup. To get it started, let's throw it up to Mike Falvo.
Once again, fight fans, we want to welcome you to the Paramount here in Huntington, New York. This is our co-main event of the evening, and it is for the vacant WBA Continental Super Welterweight Championship. This fight and all fights tonight are brought to you by Joe DeGuardia's Star Boxing and sponsored by Jamaica Ash, the Inn at Fox Hollow, and Swerve Combat. This championship bout is sanctioned by the New York State Athletic Commission. The judges at ringside are Max DeLuca, Tony Paolillo, and Steve Weisfield. And now, fight fans, your co-main event of the evening, 8 rounds for the vacant WBA Continental Super Welterweight Championship. Let's do this! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in yesterday at 152 pounds. He steps through the ropes with a fight record of 7 wins and 1 loss, 6 of those wins coming by way of knockout. He's wearing red, white, and blue trunks out of Phoenix, Arizona by way of Memphis, Tennessee. Quadruple J, Jermone Jones. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in last night at 153.4 pounds. He has a fight record of 14 wins, 2 losses, 6 of those wins coming by way of knockout. From right here in Huntington, New York, Wendy Haitian Fight Toussaint.
Giving you instructions in the dressing room. I expect you to obey my commands. Respect the sport, respect the rules, and most of all, show respect for each other. Touch gloves, come out fighting.
The man in charge of the action at the sound of the bell is Patrick Sullivan.
And we get you ready here for our 8-round WBA Continental Super Welterweight title fight. Wendy Toussaint representing Haiti by way of Huntington, New York. See him with the red glove tape there. His opponent, Jermone Jones, the black and blue glove tape there. This is a title fight. Karan Bhatia on the call, joined by Nick Garone and George Gallo. And we should point out, Nick, this is Joe DeGuardia, Starbox and Rockin Fights 45. We've had competitive matchups so far, and it looks like a competitive one is brewing here. And that's a testament to Joe DeGuardia's matchmaking in this series.
Well, let me tell you something. Every time Joe puts on a card, the matchmakers, they put on very competitive fights. They don't put out blowouts. Listen, as a fan, that's what you want. You want guys that are going to put it all on the line. They're going to compete, and the fans are going to appreciate that. You don't want to be in a situation where you have blowouts every fight. That's not entertaining. It's not something that a promoter wants. It's not something that the fans want. So really got a kudos to Joe DeGuardia and Starbox for putting on competitive fights in every single bout he does. He puts that into accordance.
And we have George Gallo here. We were talking about
Gallo. I gotta jump. George, let me tell you something.
Yes,
one of
please.
my favorite comedians in the world. George Gallo is amazing. He's with us ringside. I'm like starstruck over here. I'm like hanging out. I'm like, I don't even know what to say to George. George, how you doing, brother?
Chilling out and enjoying the fight here. This is a quality fight, this one. This is steady and fast. We got a lot of energy just moving, good exchanges back and forth. And Karan, I got to say, you ID everybody the right way. because we got red, white, and blue trunks on, and just like right down to the glove. So props to you, brother.
You say red, white, and blue, you're going to have confusion. So you got to say glove tape. And George, let me ask you this: Wendy Toussaint, 9-0 here at the Paramount. It's like a home away from home, and we were talking about the parallels of comedy and boxing, and having a home court advantage, knowing where you're going, knowing you've had success there, are good things happen there. That's huge. That's a big thing.
It is, and it matters here. But this is a very even energy in this room on this round, because I'm not hearing anybody leaning like they were before with Frankie. This is a very even keel space. Everybody's really observing. You're seeing some nice exchanges here, even energy. But the one on the left, the Haitian Fire, I could see he's
right on cue. A left hook lands for Toussaint, and
Bingo.
Jones stumbles backwards. That will be a knockdown at the end of round one.
Great shot right hand
From Toussaint. Amazing
Toussaint.
shot.
Toussaint's a legitimate prospect.
No,
Like, you know, like he has a couple of losses, but he's a legitimate guy.
Yeah.
You know, like he's a guy that you get to that next level. Like, you know what? You take a guy like Jermone Jones, and he's trying to make that name for himself. So it's an important fight for him. But at the same time, Toussaint needs to win. For applause, you know.
he's hungry, he's methodical. His Haitian roots they're just a certain way of doing things. Many of, and I don't, no disrespect to my Americans, these foreign guys that come in, they're methodical, they're tight, they're focused, they're very much at ease. And this Haitian gentleman here, he's got a focused and non-distracted, and that's really neat to see. And that right there that's some serious competition right there, because people can't compete with that. That's a certain focus that's just not bred here.
Great input, George.
Round
Coming
2
from a
underway.
I'm sorry, coming from a true boxing, like you're a true guy, you're a true boxing fan, so yeah, it's great input.
I think one of the things that you pointed out, George, which is really interesting, Wendy Toussaint is from Haiti, but he's fighting out of Huntington, New York. The crowd seems like an even keel crowd, and I think that's a testament. I know Jones got dropped at the end of the round, but to Jones's intensity, and we see it here.
Yep. Nice shots. Some really big blows getting thrown around.
Toussaint with a great flurry there on Jones.
Toussaint has got so much talent. I mean, he really came after Jones on that exchange. But I'll tell you right now, you really have to stay focused, especially in these type of fights. 8-round fights, 10-round fights are different than 4-round fights. 4-round fights, you can't lose around, or you're in a literally a situation where you can lose the fight.
Yeah.
Here, you can lose around, but at the same time, you're at that elevation, at that situation where guys need to win this to get to that money fight. So, like, guys in 8 and 10 rounders, that's more meaningful things. That's guys that can really get to that next level and earn some extra cash in this business.
It's a different preservation of energy throughout. I mean, you got double the time. You have to know how to conserve and release the energy. I mean, there's a major strategy here. And, I'll say it again, people don't realize this, but, we've got a gentleman here. Yeah, he's playing through Huntington, but he's from Haiti. These guys, they don't have distractions. They don't have social, cultural distractions. It's like a soccer player from Mexico or South America. They live it. They do it. There's no internet. These guys they're bred and they're genuine. This is how they live.
Yeah, it's a great point. Great point. What do you think, Karan?
We should point out something really interesting. Jones has been throwing the lead jab to the body, and if you watch Wendy Toussaint's fight, certain times he can slow down, and the quickest way to get your opponent to slow down is work to the body, and that could come into interest. That could be interesting later as we get into the later rounds.
Nothing like hitting somebody to the body and slowing them up.
I've seen that. Yep.
Yeah, I mean that's honestly, if you have a good body shot, you hit somebody with it, they're gonna. I mean,
It's stunning.
immediately. It's almost immediate. So Toussaint is definitely working that body and trying to put him in trying to put him in, I guess, check, I should say.
He is it, but Jones is also going to the body, and he might be targeting that, knowing Toussaint's conditioning may not be there the full way through. The interesting thing is Pat Sullivan, the referee, is going to have his hands full because he's warned Jones a couple times about those shots. He's saying, keep them up, keep them up. So that's going to be a tough job for Pat Sullivan.
No doubt, no doubt. Great point. Absolutely.
Fascinating round two. Wendy Toussaint came out early, swinging, swarming, but as the fight progressed, Jones landed to the body. Very impressive showing from Jones in terms of comeback ability in a round, making in-round adjustments. And we have some bonus coverage here for our viewers on starboxing.tv. We're here from the Paramount in Huntington. Joe LaGuardia, Starboxing, Rockin Fights 45.
Very entertaining fight, and really two capable guys. Like their pedigree is incredible. As amateurs, these guys were top of the line. So, it doesn't surprise me. It's a very competitive, technical fight between two really classic guys. Nice right hand.
And we welcome back in our audience on Swerve.tv. It's a competitive round three here in our title fight. It's super welterweight Wendy Toussaint versus Jermone Jones. Wendy Toussaint in the red glove tape, Jermone Jones in the blue glove tape. Nick, it's a close fight. Both men are motivated here for the title.
Listen, it's a great fight. We're only in the third round, and these guys are very competitive. They're throwing hooks at each other. They're throwing some bombs at each other. And you know what? This is the type of thing. Oh, great shot by Toussaint. Great shot there. But this is what you want. This is the co-main event in a big card. This is what you want. Fans looking at this are excited, and they're excited about the talent level and what these guys are bringing to the table.
Toussaint has had moments in all three rounds, getting the knockdown at the end of round one, had a good flurry in two, and again in three here. But Jones is tough, and he's working the body. He's staying in there. He's using movement, using his jab.
Jones is no joke. Took a nice right hand, second right hand by Toussaint. Toussaint's, listen, 14-2. Toussaint's a seasoned veteran. He knows how to win these bouts. He knows how to pick up points. But let me tell you something. He's hitting with Jones with some great shots. And Jones needs to pick up the pace right here. He needs to come back because right now, Toussaint is picking up points here. Right, Chuck? Right, George?
Toussaint is he's throwing some nice hits. And there we go. Little stumble going on there.
Oh, my God. Great.
Jones is tough. He got another hit.
Huge flurry there for Wendy Toussaint, who drops Jermone Jones for the second time in this fight.
This is great. This is good stuff. George, you picked it up right there, man. You had called it.
Yeah.
He's getting hit with some good shots. You know what? Here we go. I mean, this could be it. Well, actually, we got only 5 to 10 seconds left.
And that's the end of the fight with 1 second left in round three. Pat Sullivan waves it off. It's a third round knockout win for Wendy Toussaint.
Personally, I would have let it go for 3-4 seconds. I would let him get in the corner, recover, and try to come out. But you know what? It's all in the moment. It's all in the moment. A referee sees that. They see a guy hurt. They're going to make a decision on the spot and not according to a fan's perspective, but according to a referee's perspective.
And he has to do that, though, for safety purposes. I mean, pride and ego can't step into it. He's got to pull up. But Jermone really tough contender, great energy.
Jermone had great energy. He really came in as the underdog in a way because of Wendy Toussaint being the hometown favorite here. And so he had a lot against him in that fight. He held his own up until the end.
Good point. That's completely valid. I can see that.
You know, I just want to say this, and this is from the bottom of my heart. You know, there's not many people out there that are genuine, real people that really care about this country, that really care about what's going on in this world, other than George Gallo. George Gallo is not only a comedian, yes, he's a comedian. Everybody knows him around the country. But he's a good human being. He cares about this country. He cares about the people around him. And one of the things is we're so proud and we're so honestly blessed. I mean this from the bottom of my heart, George, that we had you on this air the night we came to these fights. I really am excited. I'm excited that you were here tonight.
It's my only opportunity to look at, sexy chicks with blonde hair and high heels. I mean,
I made a heartfelt approach, and you kick it back tonight. But that's fine. You know, I really honestly love having you on air tonight.
brother, I appreciate that.
Oh, so listen, George, thanks for joining us. I really appreciate you.
And let me jump in here, Nick. We heard your analysis there. It was really, you said you felt like Jones could possibly continue there. And I'm curious to George's thoughts. What did you think? He was getting swarmed there at the end of the fight. Do you think he could have continued there?
Again, there's two lenses to wear for that. And I think the writing was on the wall at that moment, and I would have, as a referee, I would have pulled the fight. It just, he snapped back really well, Jermone, but at the same time, it's just like, you got to do what's right. And you could tell he was just popping. He had his energy, but at the same time, it's just like, time's up. Let's be fair. Let's be humane. That's it.
And I'm sure you are a fight fan, George, but what is it like for you to see a fight this up close and calling a fight? It's got to be different than watching at home. I know you're a fight fan. What was this experience like for you?
I love watching it. I enjoy the talent. I enjoy watching young people do their thing and strive hard to win and be the best at what they do. And they're all from different regions, and it's so exciting to see. And the young energy is so important because this is the time in their lives that they're going to look back on it and see how they changed the world and see how they impacted people. And this entire audience, this is going to be a memory of these young men doing what they're doing. And only a few of these men are really going to go the distance into their possible 30s. And this is legacy type stuff. And everybody here involved, you, Nick, and even the gentleman up in the ring calling the fight, they all matter into making the sport move forward. It's cool stuff.
George, thank you so much. We're going to get the official particulars on that knockdown. Let's throw it up so Mike Falvo.
And now, fight fans, let's have a round of applause for these two great fighters and one great championship bout. Referee Patrick Sullivan has called a stop to the fight. 2 minutes, 59 seconds into round number 3 for your winner and new WBA Continental Super Welterweight Champion, Haitian Fire, Wendy Toussaint.
I'm here with the winner, Wendy Toussaint. Wendy, you now improved to 10-0 here at the Paramount. What is it about fighting here where you always have success?
I mean, this is my house, I have a lot of love here. I love my people. Guys, I love you. Thank you for the support. And you will see me back soon.
When we spoke earlier this week, I asked your prediction. You said simply TKO, and you delivered on that. How were you able to deliver on the TKO?
I mean, I don't want to be too disrespectful, but there's a level. You know what I mean? I cannot let him beat me like that. You know what I'm saying? So I just show him. Just show him. That's all.
Levels to the game of boxing, and now you up your level by getting a title here tonight. What does it mean to get this title?
I mean, thank you, Joe DeGuardia. Thank to my manager. I mean, they make that happen for me because you all know this guy. I'm supposed to have 2 belts right now. 2 belts. But you know what? Hey, hard work pay off. I'm still here.
Hard work certainly pays off. You improved now to 15-2. What do you want to do next?
I'm just going home and get back to the gym and let's see what we're doing next. Yes.
And finally, we know you're representing Haiti and Huntington, New York. The fans show up here like they always do to see you win, see you get knockouts. Your final message to these fans.
Hey guys, I love you. I know I cannot speak a lot of words, but I love you. Thank you for your support.
Congratulations. Wendy Toussaint improves to 15-2 and now 10-0 here at the Paramount. We're going to keep it rolling. This is Joe DeGuardia, Star Boxing, Rockin Fights 45.